students, this is Sir Ahmed Hussain, once again back from English department of SMB Kaizen Public School Higher Secondary section. So my students, this video lecture is about the part B of the lesson professions, and indeed we also delivered the part A, in which the topic was teaching. And because as you all know that this lesson number 3, professions, is divided into two parts. First one is the teaching, which was delivered in the first video lecture, and now this is part 2, in which we are going to discuss its second part, and that is fishing. So my students, before proceeding forward, I want to give an overview that what is going to be discussed in this part. Well, here the writer has described the profession of fishing, and he has tries to elaborate that it is not only the hobby but also considered as the trade here. Furthermore, in the subsequent paragraphs, writer has explained its kinds. First one is freshwater fishing, second one is marine water fishing. Later on, at the end, the steps of the government, that are the steps that are taken for the betterment, for the advancement of for the fishing in Pakistan has been elaborated in this lesson. So now let's move forward. On page number 8, this is the second part of this lesson number 3. We'll discuss it that about 3/4 of our earth is covered with water. The rivers and oceans of the world are full of fishes, and these fishes are an important source of our food, and millions of people are engaged in catching fish. So initially he introduces and throw the light on the profession of fishing, that by painting the picture of the earth, that indeed earth can be divided into 4 parts, and out of these four parts, 3 parts are water. And then he has also elaborated that the fishing is the most important industry or the most important occupation while in these 3 parts of the earth. Furthermore, he says, this is not just a hobby but an occupation and flourishing trade. Yes, as I earlier mentioned, that fishing is considered as hobby as well as trade. The fishermen sometimes work individually in their small boats and sometimes work together on large boats with machinery needed to catch fish from deep waters. Obviously, this is the process through which this function takes place. They stay at sea for days and even weeks and return with the tons of fish, because through this process, what is the output? They get fish from either from rivers, either from seas or oceans, and so on. These ships have proper arrangements for storing the fish so that the catch is not spoiled before reaching the market. Obviously, they have to make sure the proper timings, because this will be perished. This is perishable good. That's why this should be reached at the markets in a very fresh mode, freshly, so that they can be sold out. So now in the second paragraph, my students, here the fishermen of Pakistan also engage in both kinds of fishing, inland or marine or freshwater fishing, and sea or marine fishing. So here, as it is mentioned here, there are 2 types of fishing: freshwater, that is also called inland fishing, and marine fishing, however marine fishing is also called sea fishing. So here in this paragraph, in the second paragraph of this section, the elaboration is given about freshwater fishing or inland fishing, that freshwater fish are caught from rivers, streams, canals, lakes and ponds. So these are the sources from which the fish is obtained. This is done with the nets of various sizes. So now here it is explained that how this process is done. It is done with the help of nets. These fishermen sometimes need no boats at all. The fish caught from fresh water are usually small but tastier. Obviously, generally we use the fishes and we purchase and buy the fishes that is much better in taste. And here you can observe the word tastier. Tastier is indeed an adjective that is used in its comparative degree. So that's why along with all these objectives, we also make sure that we should go through the different identification and different parts of speech as well. They are sold locally as well as sent to nearby towns. Now my students, in the subsequent paragraph, that is the third paragraph of this lesson on page 8, it has been written that marine fishing is done in Arabian Sea along the coast. Obviously here the region of Pakistan is particularly mentioned, and as you all know that the Pakistan is strategically in that position, geographically is in that position where three parts are engaged with the land, while the southern part and at the south of Pakistan on the map, if you observe like this, this is Balochistan and this is Sindh. So and furthermore here, so this whole span, this whole area starting from this end tip of Balochistan to Sindh, and then later on connected with the border of India. Here this whole region is called Arabian Sea. So my students, this is once again the major source of sea fishing or marine fishing for Pakistan. That's why the writer says, in fishing season, boats of all sizes go out, obviously, face the dangers of the sea. Indeed, as I right now mentioned, that this is the sea, not the rivers, and obviously sea possesses much danger, more danger than rivers. So face the dangers of the sea and catch fish. Sometimes the weather turns rough without any warning. Obviously, most of the times, according to the meteorological department, may be possible the facts and figures are having much differences. That's why most of the times the fishermen face difficulties and unexpected storms are there, and which ultimately resulted in the disasters not only for them but also for the economic activities as well. So my students, these boats are then at the mercy of the storms, against which they are quite helpless. Yes, indeed, this can be observed from this intensity of this sentence, that they are quite helpless. So in the subsequent paragraph, which is the last paragraph of our part 2 of this lesson, in which the steps of government are mentioned, and these steps, what are the steps? So here the writer says, the government is now taking keen interest in improving and modernizing the fish industry. Fishermen are given loans to buy bigger and better boats or trawlers so that they can go farther from the shore and fish in deeper waters. So here the fishermen and the fish industry of fishery is funded by the government, so that these economic activities can be done not only to some certain kilometers, but even farther from the border, even farther from the land, maybe go to more than 20 kilometers and so on. So this will be a very handful and very easy for the economic activities to be done in a very applicable manner. Furthermore, fishing nets of good quality are being made available at low prices. Yes, they are giving subsidies to the nets so that it will be easy for the fishermen to do these activities. And fish harbors and fish markets are being set up, like where the cargo can be offloaded, and these are the places. And in a common word, you can also use the word port for that. Weather stations have been built along the coast and on offshore islands to warn the fishing boats of storms. As right now it was mentioned that there was some sort of they become very helpless. The fishermen become very helpless while doing these marine activities. So that's why, for overcoming these issues, now the weather stations have been built along the coast and on offshore islands to warn the fishing boats of storms. Some boats are now also fitted with wireless receivers. So a fisheries training institute and a fisheries technological laboratory have also been established at Karachi. Several byproducts are obtained from fish. Which are the byproducts? For example, glue, manure, and liver oil. So at the end of the sentence, or at the end of the lesson, it has been mentioned that fishing is one of our most important industries, no doubt. But chemical waste and oil thrown in the rivers and the sea are causing damage to the freshwater and marine life. So my students, this was all about the lesson in which the reading was done, and then it's up to you to listen, to increase your listening power, and after active listening of this lesson, read it by yourself, and also go through this lesson so that it can be comprehended very well, because later on there will be some sort of exercises, comprehension, that is also the part of this lesson, and these are the affiliated and the related activities and the task of this lesson. So my students, you have to complete it and sort out some new words and use them in your sentences, so that your vocabulary should be built and the new words for your vocabulary can be enhanced in your. So hopefully you will cooperate, and thank you so much my students. Wish you all the best of luck.